Sometimes I have to address a conversation with people. It's a little bit sometimes challenging because they have an expectation, they have a desire for a certain result. But sometimes the hardest part of what I have to do is to help someone understand that their actions are not going to match their expectation for a result. Like what they're looking to get out of this is not going to happen because they maybe cut the corner when it comes to consistency. They maybe cut the corner when it comes to accuracy. Maybe they cut the corner in terms of what I've asked them to do to try to strive them towards this result. And it's okay. It's part of nature. It's natural sometimes to cut corners, to dog it, and sometimes to live your life a little bit differently than lines up with your goal. And this is why I push for 80-20. But then when you jump on that scale, when you do those measurements, when you take that test rep, you need to keep that in mind. You need to understand that what you have not been doing consistently is not going to come out in a consistent result. You'll see results, but maybe not to the effect that you want. And it's all about, how aggressively we do this, how well you follow represents how fast things happen. Now, there's a caveat here because you can't go 100% all the time. Think about it. What part of your life are you 100% all the time? Name one. There probably isn't one. Not even sleep, eating, like everything. Like there's always something that is lacking. Life is a bunch of trade-offs, checks and balances, and sometimes you divert a little bit of attention to go focus here. Maybe you take a night off and go do something there. Like this is life. Life happens, and it doesn't happen to our plan. But the more consistently you do the things, the more accurately you measure the inputs, the outputs will take care of themselves. Like you'll get the expected result from the inputs that you're putting in if you're being consistent, if you're being accurate. But if you say I know what I'm doing, I do this workout, but I'm not measuring how many reps and sets and how much weight I'm using. That's okay, especially if you're first starting. But at some point, you get a little bit more specific. You get a little bit more into the details of it. And when you do that, you start to measure what has the most effect because you're able to write it all down. But one thing's for sure, when you go do your measurement, you need to be able to look back and see, why is this measurement the way it is? Like what drives this measurement? Was I consistent with my effort? Was I consistent? Was I accurate with my measurement, my inputs, or not? And after some time, those line up. And if they don't, that's when you start to ask the questions, do I need to do some sort of medical test? Do I have to do something else? Like there's some other reason why this is happening. But from my experience, from the literature, from the data, majority of people, it's a matter of consistency or accuracy in their inputs rather than some sort of other influence that's causing them not to succeed. So recognize, is your consistency, is your accuracy where it should be? Because if it is, more than likely your results, your outcomes, your desires will be fulfilled.